Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Warcraft replay. Here we have another Orc versus Human matchup, just with different players this time around. We have Lin Guagua spawning in as the Red Orc versus Romantic's Blue Human on the map Terenas Stand. It's just a standard ladder game, as there have been a lot of tournament replays recently. I think it was the TED Cup that came out, and probably is a couple of good games there. Don't know. I'll have to. Maybe I'll take a look. I don't know. I'm pretty lazy with picking games nowadays. So yeah, we are going to remember to actually launch WC3 booster. I actually forgot to this time around, but just a bit, and it should be popping up soon. As yeah, Guagua's gonna be spawning in on the bottom right, as Romantic spawning on the top left here. There we go with the booster overlay, and yeah, we'll see what actually happens. Trying to remember if Orc got a specific change on their
Ready to work.
on the patch notes. I dare say probably not. Serpent Wards did get their experience given up because of how spammy it was, and it wasn't as rewarding taking it out compared to the benefits that the Orc player got. Trying to think of something else. I don't think there could be like one more thing, but I just can't think of it for now. We might not even be seeing the Shadow Runner popping out here, as Farseer first for Guagua. We are actually going to start out with the Mountain King for Romantic. Mountain King did get hit a little bit on the Thunderclap once more this patch, just to even things out. It did seem like a fairly human favored patch, but the Thunderclap should hopefully make things a lot easier for the Orc matchup at least. And the Undead matchup too. Footman Scout here. Meanwhile, we're gonna have Peon moving out for possible forward Voodoo Lounge. Oh, I guess the selling items getting more gold back could be seen as a as an Orc buff here. But since it is Farseer, we are probably not going to be seeing that TV Skull sold, since that's usually the Blade Master's go-to. Footman is going to spot out the Farseer first. Lightning Shield is going to be baited by the Farseer here, thanks to the Renegade Wizard. And that is going to be the Wizard down. Thankfully, the shield did not kill off the Wizard. The Wolves were able to, I think, so yeah. A bit close for comfort there for Guagua. If the Lightning Shield was able to get the killing blow, no gold, no experience would have been gained. But yeah, it's all good in the end, it seems. Romantic, on the other hand, should be building up towards tier 2. It's usually a bit risky to go for an expand against an Orc, since whether it's a Blade Master or a Farseer, they would seem to be like eager to be looking for that early harass. But it seems like we might have a possible early expand here instead. Maybe the Mountain King will be able to change things.
My life for the Lord.
Stormbolt Thunderclap for the Mountain King. Pretty much standard nowadays. I don't think most players will rely on the Bash procs anymore, as we are also having this gold mine being cleared out here by Guagua. He is also going to go for an early expand, and which it's going to reward Romantic a lot for going for a fast expand. Since if Guagua chose to harass early, then that expand might not have been as safe, but I guess it will be equalized with both players going for their first expansions here. Level 3 Farseer is going to get those direwolves super quick, and he's going to toss them out for some scouting / harassment. Footman will be able to spot this expansion here, so it will explain why. No harassment has happened yet on the human side. Romantic's going to be a little bit behind, I think, because he is still stuck at tier 1 and he's not actually going up just yet. Meanwhile, Guagua is about to be completed with his tier 2, and the wall mill is about to be done as well, so we could be seeing those headhunters here on this particular matchup, or we might just be seeing the standard Raider Spirit Walker play. Stormbolt onto the Farseer here, and that's going to be a good chunk of damage onto him. Maybe another Stormbolt will come through, but Farseer is just going to go for a quick Chain Lightning. Wolves are going to take out a Peasant or two, but it seems like another Stormbolt is going to force the Farseer to go for that early TP. So level 2 Stormbolt.
Work complete.
Usually, I guess you would expect it, the second point to be put into Thunderclap a lot earlier, but maybe the patch has changed things. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure on that. Great Hole's about to be completed. I guess that is the upside of having humans, since they can just speed build things. We are gonna have a possible attack here. Great Hole will be completed, but depends on how much HP it's going to lose. It might actually go down, even though it's about to be nearing its completion. Stormbolt onto the Farseer is going to prevent him from killing off these Shadow Priests, as the Great Hole, wow, it's actually going to go down just in the nick of time too. Even if it did complete, it was probably so low that that Guagua probably wouldn't have been able to keep his expansion up. So yeah, I guess that was a bit greedy on Guagua's part to go expand and tech at the same time. He kind of leaves himself vulnerable with basically no army to defend. So yeah, he's gonna get punished there, is gonna have to rebuild his Great Hole once again, and yeah, just stare at his opponent, who is pretty much secure with his expansion here. And I believe he should start with his tier 2, which he has. Lumber mill down as well. We're going to go into that improved lumber harvesting, which was buffed a little bit on this patch, where the tier requirements for both of those lumber harvesting has gone down by 1. So the first one doesn't need keep, meanwhile the last one doesn't need castle tech, or only needs keep tech. Alrighty, so Farseer Tauren Chieftain as the hero comp for Guagua, pretty much to be expected, as we could have the potential Chain Wave, or we just have Endurance Aura being such a great aura. We are gonna go double Bestiary here with the Bad Riders. Rat Riders. No, we're just gonna go double Raiders, it seems. Although I was kind of expecting double Wind Riders from Guagua, but not quite yet. Bad Rider's just going to be there for some scouting and possible harassment. I mean, it's not going to do too much damage. It does have siege damage, but against these towers, it's going to melt very, very quickly. Wow, Romantic heavily fortified with his towers here. 2 guards and an arcane. We also going to have a blacksmith being placed down, so potential for mortar teams to be coming in here. Not sure, or we're just gonna have rifle casters, which we're under attack. Yeah, not sure yet. Romantic's not revealing his hand just yet. Archmage was queued up. We're gonna switch into that Blood Mage second instead, and we are gonna have some Zeppelin drop plays here coming in from Guagua. Like I said, still a good number of towers here for Romantic, so he will be able to see that very soon, as yeah, that is just due to Reforged. I'm pretty sure that still happens on classic graphics too, where the trees, unless you have field of vision, won't actually disappear. Shockwave is going to come down and try and do damage to the guard tower. Arcane Sanctums as well as the workshop being placed down here. But these towers are going to go down, and that's basically no defense here on the side of Romantic. We are going to have a bit of a surround on the Tauren Chieftain thanks to that TP scroll. Not enough anti-air for that Zeppelin. Ooh, yikes, that was super close. Thankfully we did have a miss from that Troll Berserker. But yes, Blood Mage, Mountain King, basically just here to supercharge that Mountain King by himself and hopefully just try to solo carry with his abilities. I guess if you infinitely spam your Thunderclaps, the damage nerf won't actually matter too much. Top right did get cleared out. That is kind of why Romantic took a bit to retreat here. The item is going to be Book of the Dead, which is going to get sold immediately at the Arcane Vault. Another TP scroll is going to get replaced, and another drop play here from Guagua. Shockwave right before the Mana Drain is going to clear out the Mana Pool of the Tauren Chieftain. Oh, we do have a Gyro in the air, but is it going to be enough to take down the Zeppelin? Probably not. We're going to have an Ensnare possibly. Oh, here we go, Ensnare, and the quick Flying Machine is going to go down. Yeah, unfortunately the Flying Machine was still above those trees, so once it got ensnared, it would just, I guess, teleport right next to the Raider. I'm pretty sure it would have just gone down to the ground where it was if it wasn't above trees. Yeah. So mass Raiders here from, for Guagua, and he's also going to go tier 3. We do have the I guess upgraded defenses for the Orc Bros and Watchtowers. But yeah, no real upgrades here for the Raiders just yet.
Work complete.
Bottom left camp is going to get cleared out here as Rune Bracers as well as the Healing Wards are going to get picked up. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about Guagua, to be honest. He's like really behind in terms of supply. 43 versus 59. His expansion obviously was a lot later than his opponents as well. About 1500 gold difference when it comes to the second base. And yeah, hero wise, the Mountain King is a lot scarier. Oh yikes, I think we had a TP staff onto the wolf there, but it actually timed out and that cancelled that TP staff. Rather unfortunate from the Farseer. But it seems like we're just gonna have a counter-attack regardless. Oh, a couple of rally point catches here from the side of Guagua. Meanwhile, Romantic's just gonna go for the counter-attack of his own. A couple of towers. Thankfully, we do have a couple of mortar teams available, so those towers are gonna go down very quickly. Thunderclap from the Mountain King is just going to force those peons to go into the Orc Bars instead. The siege is a lot slower than I expected. I guess we only have a single mortar team. Meanwhile, over at Guagua's side, he does have mass raiders, but he still has to deal with so many towers on the ground here. Arcane towers finally go down, but we still have the pesky double guard towers here. Tauren Chieftain could place down a healing ward if he wants to, but I guess Guagua is not really focusing on that micromanagement just yet. He's probably just too worried about his own expansion, which is gonna go down. So base race indeed. Perhaps just for the expansions though. I don't think it is wise to go straight after each other's main bases. But, well, it looks like Romantic might actually go for it. Guagua, on the other hand, still has TP Scroll if he wants to, but he doesn't exactly have that great of an army to defend his main with. 64 supply versus Guagua's 39. He is banking on a lot of resources, as well as queuing up a lot more raiders than he currently has on the field. but this attack is going to be a bit problematic. Seems like Romantics is going to go and go straight after those Bestiaries. Meanwhile, Guagua going to go for a counterattack as well. He might actually take down the keep before Guagua loses his own fortress. Thankfully it is fortress versus keep, so a lot more HP to deal with, as well as just the raiders with their siege damage is a lot quicker of a base race tool compared to whatever Romantic has. TB scrolls are going to get traded here, and we are just going to go and reset things a little bit, despite having the lower food count. Guagua was able to basically control the pace of the game so far. It's just that he still has a supply deficit here. So we have, is that +2? It's +2 attack upgrade for those raiders on its way. We already at +1/+2. Meanwhile, what on earth does Romantic have? He has +1 on his mortar teams and 0 on his footmen here. So mortar teams, riflemen have that +1 attack upgrade. Seems like we're going for quantity over quality on Romantic's side, but yeah, usually quantity will win out so far. I mean,
Our town is under
trying to think, because that blacksmith did get taken out, things have slowed down quite a bit for Romantic,
We're under attack.
which could be a blessing for Guagua here, because he is still about 20 supply down. However, we have like 3 or 4 mortar teams here on our Romantic side. Is Guagua gonna try and do something to try and base race this? We are gonna have a TP staff coming in from the Mountain King. Is he enough to solo defend this? He is gonna get constantly ensnared by those raiders here, as another ensnare is gonna come down. Romantic, his keep is down to half HP. Meanwhile, the fortress on Guagua's side might actually live. TP scroll. Oh wow, that was perfectly timed there from Romantic, and that fortress is gonna go down, but we do have the keep getting exchanged as well, so this is an extremely weird game where yeah, both sides constantly keep base trading, and I would probably say it benefits. Oh, I don't know. We did have a pocket great hole on the top right here, but Guagua did lose fortress tech, so it's a bit of a weird place to be in for both sides. Hero-wise, I still do think that the Mountain King Blood Mage combo is stronger than the Turn Chieftain Farseer combo. We are gonna have the Lifesteal Aura coming in from the Turn Chieftain. Aura items did get a bit of a nerf here in terms of performance, but you can sell it for a lot more gold than before.
We're under attack.
Romantic at 57, meanwhile Guagua's at 37, so I think Guagua is in a lot better position because he's not actually losing out on gold due to upkeep. Oh, Shadow Wolves come through and could go after that peasant line, but we do have the flying machine to spot those invisible units, and they will go down very quickly. Yeah, a bit unfortunate. I thought we had magic sentries, but flying machines were good enough for that. However, Romantic, he honestly needs to do something. He's about to establish his first base once again, but he is about to get out econned with Guagua going for 3 bases at once. Plus he is at low upkeep, so he's losing 3 gold per trip, which is kind of bad. He honestly probably should start culling some units before he is even starting to recoup, but he's just going to recoup with low upkeep anyway. Flying Machine actually chasing this one Zeppelin all the way to the base here. Zeppelin is going to go down, but the Bat Rider is going to trade as well, so I'm not sure if that was a worthwhile trade. Bat Rider and Zeppelin for just a single flying machine, which is pretty much cheap as chips. So yeah.
In the face of danger.
Another flying machine's gonna come out here as we have another Zeppelin drop. Possibly not that great. Shadow Wolves have spotted this, and this location is heavily defended, but perhaps the Farseer Eternal Chieftain is going to be enough to actually just overcome this army. There we go with a level, is that level 1? Wave there. Still, TP Scroll is going to start getting channeled by the Farseer as the Mountain King does TP Staff back home. Does not actually stop the peasants from mining, which is a bit of a problem. So that attack was... it kind of did no damage.
Work complete.
Okay, triple mortar teams versus just a bunch of raiders and a hero. We do have a lot of towers here, so mortar teams will have to do a lot of work, otherwise... oh no, actually, Guagua's just gonna go for a counterattack again. He knows that since he does have 2 more bases over at his opponent, this base, the value of it isn't as high as I guess Romantic has with his only base. And here comes a drop once again. We still do have Riflemen and Footmen being placed left behind here. Oh dear, okay. Zeppelin was able to unload in time. Here we go with a chain wave onto the peasant line, and that is going to be pretty devastating on Romantic's side, because he will have to spend the last bit of time, or spend more time replenishing his peasants versus just having a mining time at all. And I believe we're just gonna get out of here for Guagua. Romantic is gonna take down this expansion, but like I said before, he already has 2 other bases basically saturated. Yeah. Okay, why is this like this? I don't know.
We're under attack.
Okay, that's a very weird bug. Oh god, do I actually have to go back to classic graphics? This is a bit jarring.
Ready to work.
Maybe I will go back to classic graphics. Oh dear. This Great Hole is done, which is why these peons are returning gold. Oh, level 6 Mountain King. This is Power Spike that might favor Romantic? I don't know. Nice Stormbolt to finish that off. Oh, we don't actually have Avatar form. We have level 3 Thunderclap and Stormbolts instead, so Mountain King is not going to rely on that Avatar form. He's just gonna use a lot more powerful abilities. Shadow Wolves being a pest yet again, as we are gonna have another Chain Lightning. Very nice Chain Lightning. Level 2 Chain Lightning to do a crap ton of damage. Here comes a Stormbolt onto the Raider, however, and a TP Staff from the Farseer. He knows that the Stormbolt is down on cooldown, and just gonna get out of there. Okay, Raider's just gonna take down a couple of free farms.
We're under attack.
500 gold left on Romantic's main base, which is probably going to push Romantic into desperation mode. Nice Thunderclap there, hitting all those peons, and Speed Scroll is just going to negate that entirely. Stormbolt onto the Farseer, and he's gonna get sucked completely dry of mana. Another Stormbolt onto the Farseer. Farseer does have an Invuln and a TP Scroll. Ooh, that Blood Mage attack could have possibly killed him. But the Invuln is going to wear off very soon, and there we go. Stormbolt is going to get cancelled by the Town Scroll Portal.
We're under attack.
But the Mountain King's still around, and he could go for another Stormbolt onto the Farseer. Oh, he's got his sights locked onto him, or not. He's just going to go after the Raider instead. How dare you ensnare me? He's just gonna go down right there. Blood Mage, bit far away from level 5. Torrent Chieftain, on the other hand, did try to go for a harassment. I don't know if it worked or not, because the gold mine is now worn, completely depleted. TC gonna pick up probably TP staff. TP staff would be nice to relocate. Oh, this main base is gonna go down very soon. We only have like 300 gold left on the gold mine, so this expansion, this base might not actually get rebuilt. Alrighty, battle stations is up. I'm not sure if Guagua is actually going to keep defending this base or not, because he doesn't exactly have the units to do so. 31 versus 50, still 20 supply down. He's just going to TP to the Torrent Chieftain and go for another counterattack.
Our town is under attack.
It is going to force the TP scroll, however, from Romantic. We actually have this base on the top right here, which is about to be completed very soon. Stormbolt onto the Torrent Chieftain here. Oh, this is a bit risky. Thankfully, the Mountain King is out of mana, and the Torrent Chieftain has another invuln potion if he needs to. Mana potion gonna get drank by the Mountain King here. He is so close to level 7. Once he gets to level 7, it's gonna be so hard to deal with this Mountain King, because he will have access to 2 level 3 abilities as well as Avatar form. Okay, Romantic is not mining any gold, but he does have a lot banked. So he has about 1200, 1100 on the resources. Meanwhile, Guagua is kind of struggling to reform his economy. This expansion got taken down. This one is just finished yet again, and is just gonna mine gold once more. Oh, this base got spotted as well, and only was able to mine about 80 gold here, so this was definitely not worth it on Guagua's side. Shadow Wolf gonna chase after those mortar teams. Should probably focus fire. Could maybe get one down. Here we go with the raiders here, and we are gonna trap these units a little bit. Banish is going to save that that mortar team from getting mauled by those Shadow Wolves. Mountain King, oh, he's so close to level 7. Is he going to take down those Shadow Wolves here? One does go down, but they're just going to get resummoned instead. Shadow Priest is going to get banished, and the Farseer is out of mana, so he does not have a way to kill these banished units with his Chain Lightning. Blood Mage kind of out of mana himself. He did kind of give it all to the Mountain King here, and the Orc Heroes don't exactly have mana to drain off of. So, yeah. Gonna be expanding yet again on the natural expansion. Meanwhile, oh, Romantic smells blood on the top right. Is gonna go straight after this expansion once again. Mined about a decent amount of gold, but its days are probably numbered again. There we go, Priests have spotted that. Mountain King is going to hold the fort against the entire Orc base. This is going to go for a Thunderclap. He is super close. Just one kill. Even a Peon would be able to give him that level 7. But here we go. More mana transfer onto the Mountain King here. Orc Heroes Chain Wave is going to be super nice onto those Priests. It's going to take those guys down, as well as level 7 has finally been gained for the Mountain King. He's going to go for it, another Thunderclap to finish the deal there on one of those wolves. Stormbolt into a mana drain to fully drain out Farseer. He does have a TP Scroll and Invuln just in case. Is going to Invuln that Stormbolt, as an Ensnare is going to come down to prevent Mountain King from chasing even further. Or will it? Will he go for another long distance Stormbolt? Oh, he was just at the animation, but it just got cancelled right onto the Torrent Chieftain. But TC, he is a strength arrow, so he's gonna take a good amount of punishment there from the Mountain King.
We're under attack.
Blood Mage gonna get some free kills onto these peons here as... do we have any mortal teams? We don't actually have any mortal teams out on the human side, so this expansion is gonna take a bit to take down. Here comes the Mountain King once again, Stormbolt onto the Eternal Chieftain as another Shockwave is gonna come through. He does have a TP scroll given by the Farseer. Mountain King is gonna go for a Stormbolt yet again, but the TP scroll transfer earlier is gonna save his life. Uh-oh, Goblin Shredder is gonna go down because he... oh, no. Not gonna go down. He did split from his army. But... yeah, Merciful Mountain King is gonna keep him alive. I guess we don't need any more teams. This expansion is gonna go down eventually. Another Thunderclap from the Mountain King is gonna pick up a couple more peons here. This expansion has been rebuilt again and again. But
Ready to work.
yeah, I'm still pretty impressed that Romantic is able to keep this up without mining off of a single gold mine. He still has about 700 gold banked up.
Under attack.
I am just surprised he is not actually using that gold to replace these units. Shredder does go down. There comes the Mountain King flank, however, another Shockwave. Ooh, very nice Chain Wave onto the backline units there, and Romantic, basically with a couple of units, one hit from death. It's gonna lose all his Riflemen and Casters. But here's hoping that the Mountain King by himself is going to be enough. Stormbolt onto the Eternal Chieftain. He does have an invuln just in case, but he needs to be super fast with his fingers to invuln a point blank Stormbolt.
Work complete.
Okay, that wasn't that point blank of a Stormbolt, but it did give enough time for the Eternal Chieftain to go for an invuln. Yikes. Pretty intensive game. Guagua has been on the back foot for the majority of this game now, but now that he has constantly been replenishing his Great Holes,
Ready to ride. Under attack.
he might actually get into the lead for once. More priests are coming out for Romantic. I am still shocked that we are not seeing any units to be replaced. I think that Romantic might just be saving for a possible expansion. Bottom left here. Uh-oh, has been spotted. Just completed. Guagua
Ready to ride.
typing out here. Oh, he probably, Romantic probably wanted to expand on the bottom left, but accidentally found a Great Hole instead. That's kind of funny. Guagua's been expanding mad crazy this game, and it might actually work out well for him. He played the really safe game. Meanwhile, Romantic, on the other hand, I'm not sure. He thought that his existing army was going to be enough, but once they slowly got picked off by the
Ready to work.
constantly replenishable units that the Farseer was able to provide. Oh, is he gonna get level 6? He is indeed gonna get level 6, and are we gonna have Shockwave? Earthquake? Earthquake would be so crazy. Here we go with the Earthquake here, and this is going to be fairly easy base race win for Guagua.
We're under attack.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ready to work.
Blacksmith, only thing left to survive from that Earthquake. Romantic doesn't actually have that much, so I am so shocked that Guagua might be able to take this.
Our town is under attack.
Great Hole on the top right did get spotted by a peasant. This expansion might go down, just by the Mountain King and priests alone. Meanwhile, the bottom left is just... it's now being defended by the Orc heroes, so it does look a lot difficult for Romantic to actually finish off. However, if he's able to pick up the Blood Mage for free, that would be super nice. Yeah, this Battle of Attrition has gone for a very long time. And it's very nail-biting, to be honest. I don't really know who could actually pick up the victory. Guagua looks very solid right now in his position, but one wrong move and he could possibly lose it all. Blood Mage is gonna suck once again from that Farseer. Mountain King, you have level 7. What on earth is your 7th ability point put into? It should be Avatar form, but since the Mountain King is not actually getting focus fired, I don't think he really needs to pop it. Although I would say he could possibly use benefit from the damage boost that the Avatar does give. GG from Romantic. Yeah, I think he saw the writing on the wall. Constant expansions from Guagua, able to maintain this long game. I definitely do think Romantic should have gone for an all-in once both sides traded their bases, but oh well, that's just gonna be that. He kind of chose to expand late, which you saw with the peasants actually accidentally running into the great holes on the sides, on the corners there, so yeah. Props to Guagua for his more solid late game plan. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this very long game, and I'll see you guys again next time. Take care.